as they do.
I don't understand why he wants to go up there. Like, there's not a spot for him to reasonably stand. He can only go up there because he's a fucking cat acrobat. Yeah,
Proficiency in Dex.
I did see a notification on Streamlabs when you said I was cutting out, so it's probably just a network hiccup.
Network hiccup. My network got the burps. Whoa, 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 whoa.
On the TV
What's
he
going on?
goes. Oh, he'll. So the what I use for a monitor is a TV,
Yep.
and it's got an attachment for the base, just a single point in the center. So when he jumps up on it like that, it gets real wobbly. It's like one of these days,
Ah,
this whole thing is just good. It's gonna snap in the middle, and the whole thing's gonna come crashing down.
well, you got to be on your toes.
Uh, that's why usually I'll just go on defense mode to stop him from jumping up there. But that time he jumped up from behind it, so I couldn't even see him.
He's learning.
Yeah.
I've made a mistake in my dimensions here, but oh well. Oh well. This is fine.
He's
It'll be like a
he,
one little thin spot. It'll be fine.
he
It's
did
part of
his
the
one jump, and now he's chilled out.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dangerous. I got my adrenaline fixed for the day.
uh,
Caught my proverbial mice. All good.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably
Uh, I don't know what made me think of it just now, but there was the mention of isometric games earlier, and Diablo 4 is coming out soon. If they're doing like an open beta or closed the fucking buy-in beta uh
Oh, that's right.
this weekend.
4 is not immortal. There, yeah.
Yeah. So they've got like a proper new entry coming up. I think the actual release is next month, but they're doing like 2 weekends this month.
Huh.
It's this weekend and next, so that'll be interesting to check out.
Yeah.
I've been I occasionally pop into Diablo 3 still. Um
I heard
I
people enjoyed Diablo 3 for the most part.
Yeah, I think the main issue people had with it was people who wanted more of Diablo 2, basically. Um,
Right.
and
Yeah.
3 was a bit of a departure from two's style a little bit, but it looks
Yep.
like 4 is queued up to be very much leaning on the more grim vibes that 2 had, whereas 3 was much more like a heroic story set in a dark world.
I vaguely feel like I've heard there came a point in Diablo 3 where it kind of just loses its replayability. Like you've kind of done it, you've seen it, you've played the characters, and like what now? I don't know if that's entirely
Yeah.
true.
Uh
Whereas I feel like I remember in Diablo 2, I never really got into either of them. Wasn't Blizzard wasn't really my shtick or whatever. But
mm,
Diablo 2 from the people who played it a lot that I know, I don't know. It's like they always made it seem like it was just like infinitely replayable. Or maybe it's because was there like a there was like a live market and I don't know. People just did a lot in it. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I think it was very much like community supported in ways that
Hmm.
3 wasn't. Um, because yeah, you kind of did have like a community market thing going on. I'm pretty sure. Um, I have buddies who are definitely much more into 2 than I ever got into. I was kind of late to the game. Um, but they also did like the seasonal ladder with 2, which they kind of took a while before they did any recurring content like that for 3. But yeah, like the base game with 3, it's like once you've played through the story, it wasn't until they did the DLC where they added a whole different gameplay mode where it was more just kind of like a little bit more arcadey feeling, where you just kind of go in and you go on these little mini tasks instead of following a story.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, and so that added like a new experience for a while. Um, and then they started doing like seasons eventually. So
They
then,
went the season route. Yeah, I probably killed the game.
um, I think that was like the last big thing that they did for it, was adding seasons to it. Um,
Oh, it was the last thing. So what? An attempt to keep people playing then?
I think so, yeah, because like it and it was probably like too little, too late, from what I remember of how the game kind of progressed. Because like
Mm-hmm.
they waited a while before they would add any actual like big content, because they were doing releases for Diablo 3 kind of like they would for their games classically, where they just, you've got the game and then there would be an expansion pack eventually.
Sure.
Um,
If I'm
and
not
that would be
mistaken, it
it.
was also around the time there was a bit of turmoil and some people in the company were leaving too, right? Because I guess it depends what year we're talking about. I don't really know the timeline.
Um, I, f- I feel like Blizzard has definitely had at least a few moments over the course of their time as a game company, where they've
Yeah.
had situations like that where it's like, oh, this thing is going on and it doesn't look too good for us. But
Yeah, a lot of game companies go through that now. It's like common practice these days.
the
You're not a proper AAA game development production organization if you don't have drama. What do you mean? I can't help it. I'm so sad about the gaming industry.
yeah,
It's not even gaming industry, it's the gaming business. But what are you gonna do? Times
yeah.
change. Oh, here's a funny little deal. Ah man, I wonder if I should try making one of these too. But have you seen these YouTube videos where it is like the president's playing D&D? It's like AI generated artwork and AI assisted voices, but it's
I
like
I haven't
Biden,
seen it.
Obama playing D&D and with Trump. And
Yeah, I haven't seen it directly. I've seen like clips of it through other like YouTubers and stuff though.
yeah, yeah.
Um, it is wild. It can be really, really funny sometimes.
Yeah, I tried recreating it in my own time, but it's like they must be. I'm wondering what they're using to pull that off, or if they have someone talking, but they just have a voice changer that's AI assisted. Because the scripts that they're using are feel like they're not entirely AI generated. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of like someone's behind the script in a non. I don't know. Having tried to recreate it with the tools that I have access to, it seems like it is much more involved than they make it seem like it is.
Mhm.
But yeah, I thought it was fun. Thought it was a good idea. Very, very. A lot of people are enjoying them. It seems, which is yeah. I'm not going to get into AI stuff right now. Actually, I'm so tired of talking about it. This goddamn VTubing community, like you guys don't understand how prominent this shit's going to be. It's already happening. No one wants to pay attention to it, or people paying attention to it, but no one wants to take it seriously.
I saw a post on the Metal Gear subreddit I don't like actively frequent, but it's like I like those games. I'll follow that subreddit.
Sure.
Um, but someone was like, with how AI is kicking off so much and everything, do you think it's like what do you think like this group or that group is really going to be doing with it, and do you think it'll be anything like Metal Gear?
Hmm.
Um, like uh super deep like worldwide conspiracy type stuff is like I don't think well first of all I don't think they need AIs for that. If anyone wanted to have something like that, if anyone does have a situation like that, I'm not in the know, but I don't think they need AI to do it.
No, they definitely don't.
um and a big part of like the Metal Gear situation is like the AI were at kind of the at the core of it all, right? Like they were
Hmm.
the ones controlling everything. So there wasn't like at a certain point there wasn't even people involved.
Yep.
Um and I feel like people like being involved when they're in places of power. At least enough where they can, they don't end up being the target of whatever conspiracy or control that would be in any given situation like that. So like I don't like maybe, but I don't know if that's kind of the way that it would actually realistically go.
Yeah, it's definitely not as doomsday as people expect it to be, but it's definitely going to be incredibly powerful. And there's definitely going to be more competition because of it, right? In places that people don't want to see competition.
Hmm.
But that also just means you got to be a bit more diligent with and aware that certain jobs and businesses are going to use it differently. I mean, hell, just look at YouTube. YouTube's a good example of seeing how these tools are being used. Like, I see a lot of like these movie recap channels popping up, which are a great
Oh
idea
yeah,
for one, but also so many of those are clearly like written or voiced by not a person, clearly
yeah.
not a person. So yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm trying to figure out a way to use it for some good reasons, but it is an interesting ecosystem.
Uh, Kind of going back to when you were asking about movies, that kind of a thing occasionally is how I end up watching movies. Is like either it'll be something like that where it'll be like a 10-minute like recap of a movie,
Hmm.
um, or it's just YouTube is like, hey, here's 5,000 clips from this one specific movie. It's like, okay, fine, YouTube, I'll watch the movie. Damn.
Yeah, yeah, calm down.
Uh, but like that that kind of a thing is how I've ended up like it's what's instigated me watching the last handful of movies that I've actually watched.
It does. Those channels do make me wonder though, because clearly it's being read by a machine, not a person. Or if it is being read by a person, it's they're doing a horrible job because it
Yeah.
sounds robotic as hell, depending on what tool they're using. I recognize a couple of them, but the what 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 I wonder about is I wonder if if this trend continues, not just for like the recap stuff, but just like the way AI translates or AI speeches is done, right? And like
Mhm.
mispronunciations, like broken sentences. I wonder if the people watching it over time, their vocabulary, like mine's already pretty horseshit, but it's like, man, people are gonna start talking funny. They already talk funny. What am I? Who am I kidding? They're already using lingo that I'm just like, are you good?
What I think keeps my vocabulary trained is constantly looking at thesaurus stuff for D&D.
There you go. Yeah, I bet you're a whole well of similar sounding, similar meaning words.
It's like I need this guy to say this in a way that doesn't sound like me? What are some new words? I actually I was kind of struggling for a little bit for something that I was having a pixie character in one of my games. Do a whole thing with the party, and so I was like, you know what? This is some weird face shit. We're gonna get some excessive alliteration in here.
Oh,
So I was stuck in a thesaurus, a digital thesaurus anyway, for a while, doing that. But the best thing that came of it is I actually reached out to Jammy to record it. And so Jammy was a guest appearance in one of my campaigns very briefly.
Oh, hell yeah. How fun is that? Was that it?
Sort of. I mean, shoot, man.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't sure if there was more to the story.
I was like,
if that was the punchline or.
So often I'll start talking about stuff and then like I ramble so bad. It's like, what was my point again?
Dude, you're not the only one, please. You've seen me. I know exactly what that feeling is like. It's just a scatterbrain.
But yeah, I have been wanting to do that more.
It's fun,
like
right?
reaching out to people and getting other
even
people.
just doing voice lines.
Yeah, because it's like so often you have like NPCs that'll show up like once, right?
Yeah, or you just need like one voice line to like set the mood. That's all you need.
Yeah, and like the idea, like I'm in contact with so many people now that it's like it'd be so easy for me to be like, hey, could you just like you down to record this? Yeah, like a little introduction for this character.
We really need to soon.
Yeah. I think I know kind of where you're going with that. No, it's the start of the year kind of kicked off real busy for a lot of people. I know for me I was scrambling a little bit. That's why I stopped streaming for a bit.
Yeah, start of the year, new goals, new things to do, new changes, all that goodness. Not to mention, right before all that is holiday time, right? So
yeah,
I get it. Can't really do much about that. But God, it would be a good time. That's something I've talked to you, I think, a little bit more offline. It's like, man, there's so many people online like doing their own thing. And I get everyone has like good intentions and parts of the VTubing community are better than others. No offense to anybody out there, but it's true. I'm getting attacked. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, I don't know why it's so difficult to try to, I don't know, think of like a collaborative project to work on.
Yeah.
It turned out to be way more difficult than I ever imagined.
Bro,
maybe I don't know. Maybe that's something lacking on my end, but
I feel like
it shouldn't be.
I've only tried like a few things in like the VTuber space with like larger scale like collab type stuff, but
yeah.
I recognize a lot of the same issues that I perceive having, at least when trying to get people together to play D&D and stuff, where like sometimes like I'd reach out to people to start a new campaign and people voice a lot of interest and then
you just don't hear from them again.
Never hear from people again. And I think that happens with some of this stuff too. Like it seems like it's the same types of issues.
It's rough. Like, man, like people just got together, it's like, I don't know. Is it a trust issue? Is it an incentives issue? Is it? But what about even things just like playing D&D? Like that's purely just recreational. What's the excuse there? You dumb lazy fucks. No offense. I don't know. I'm getting spicy. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's like it seems like it should be a situation where like if I'm like, hey, what I'm thinking about doing like the big one that comes to mind is when I originally did Hope Falls, I was going to do it as a sort of a West Marches type situation. A bunch of people, not necessarily a single group, but a bunch of people that end up their characters being part of this settlement, and so
overall bigger campaign,
yeah,
ongoing sandbox environment. Yeah, sounds like a fun
um,
idea.
so I had set it up for that, and then had a bunch of people who voiced interest and are like, yeah, absolutely, let's fucking go. And when I actually started, like 5 people actually were responding out of not much more, maybe 10 or less total people.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue being that those people that express interest, so I set up the campaign for that kind of a thing, and then ended up just having to retool it from that into just a normal kind of a situation. So it's like, I don't know, and doing stuff with in the VTuber space too. It kind of feels the same situation. Like you are like, hey, you want to do this thing, and then maybe even get people together once to kind of talk about stuff, and then all of a sudden you're the only one still talking about it.
Yeah, which I get to some degree. It's also making sure the people you want to try to work with have overlapping interests, right? Or they have. It's kind of like an impromptu partnership in a way, depending on what kind of scale you're talking about. How because even in like a D&D campaign, I mean, if you're trying to run a campaign for like a year, right, that takes a certain degree of commitment, right? And maybe that's an issue people have, and I don't know if it's really something that gets thought about, or if it's just kind of passively. It's like, it's like it's not me driving it, so I'm not as motivated to help drive it or be a passenger. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hard to say. I know there's a lot of variables and motivations that go behind all these decisions, but at the same time, it kills me because, like, if a group of 6 people really got together and committed to like a thing to do together, like you could do some really cool stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's all, one person needs to kind of steer the ship of their own ship, then, you just got 6 ships trying to race to the finish together instead. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess part of it too is that's kind of why I refocused from HiveCore, trying to build HiveCore hardcore to trying to build this new dungeon core thing.
Mm-hmm.
Partially because I think a part of it is also like incentives and values, and unless you prove that there is greener grass somewhere, or like you found greener grass, like I think people don't really take you seriously. I don't know, maybe that's just me though.
Yeah.
But I know even just for you and me, and we've talked about doing this kind of co-op GM thing. Maybe once I'm done with Dungeon Core, maybe as part of Dungeon Core, we can try something out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also thinking maybe I should be the one to run the game, and if you're really interested, maybe I'll just have you be there as the co-GM initially and be a little test case, right? Kind of show how it would work between me, who's trying to voice that this is possible. Because maybe once there's a working example, then it'll be way more approachable, right? So I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
that
think
could
about
be.
it a lot. Think about it too much probably is more accurate. I'm also kind of zoning while I build, rambling as I do, as we all do.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
I had to go for the third time in this stream. I had to go fix my shovel. So,
Get a bigger shovel.
man.
You know what I do, depending on what you're doing. So I have 3 picks in my inventory that all have, or not my inventory, my backpack that all have mending on it. I guess I'm at a point where I don't, because I was underground digging like for months.
Yeah.
but what I found is having one with mending in your offhand while you're shoveling with the main one might not be a bad idea if you're not doing that already,
Yeah.
because you still get experience from digging enough, right? Or is
Um,
it only from killing?
I think
I feel like you get a little bit of
ores
experience
might,
from.
or no, not ores, but
Oh,
like redstone and stuff. The ones you have to smelt, they give you XP when you smelt them, but
hmm
the other ones they give it to you when you mine them up. So
yeah. So there's probably something you can get XP from,
uh,
and if not, at least
even
you
just
got
having,
backups.
yeah, even
Yeah,
just having a few ready to go, like would cut down on needing to do this uh,
yeah. Where are
as
you right now,
frequently.
by the way?
No, I'm at HiVECORE. I'm at Nova Swarm. HiVECORE.
The storm. And then when you come back, where are you going?
I am probably going. Shoot, man, I don't know.
You don't
Probably
know.
going back onto the path to the Grove.
Rig is on. What time is it though? Man, I've only got like half an hour. Gag.
Yeah.
Gag. You wanna on your way back? You want to detour towards the ice rink?
Yeah.
Uh,
Probably just be like another minute.
I'll take your time. I'm still placing blocks. It's not gonna be done yet. I'm probably gonna not be finishing it tonight. Maybe someone else will finish it. But I think the
Yeah.
top layer I have done to a decent degree. So
What I will say, kind of related to what we were talking about before, uh, I think just stepping in and putting some work into that is going to be something like anyone jumps online, if they come by spawn, they're going to see, I'd be like, oh, hey, stuff's happening.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, 100%.
so I think might help revitalize some interest in that particular project at least. But I think it'd be really cool once we got a full track, getting a handful of people together to run it and see how it goes. All the enemies have stopped spawning. I guess my shovel has done enough.
Ooh, the holy shovel. Does ice melt over time? It doesn't, right? It'll be good.
No, it packed ice I don't think will ever have issues. Normal ice will melt. Like it'll turn into water if it's too close to like torches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think packed ice specifically, like that's the reason we got packed ice instead of just normal.
Gotcha. Where's my exclamations? What the hell?
They got like a new like content update coming or something, I think, don't they?
Yeah, I wish our dedicated server had like an auto update option, but it doesn't. At least I'm not aware of one.
That was a big issue I had when trying to have hosted Foundry stuff for D&D. Is that
God, that
for
updates piss me off so much.
modules and everything, like I would have to I'd have to figure out how that host handles it to try to actually update the stuff.
You're
And I had a
hosting through a Ford or something, right?
yeah, and I had a couple buddies who also use Forge to host, and they would never update because it like it wasn't clear how you actually make it update stuff. And I think one of them figured it out and occasionally would do an update, but It's like, man,
Hmm.
my character sheet is literally broken. Can you update the game, please?
Yeah, this is an issue I have with software, which is another reason why I wanted to just leave tech. Is just it just never ends, bro. And the development cycles are, everyone's and their mother's doing freaking this thing called agile now, which is part of the reason why you see update every fucking week is because everyone's doing micro updates every fucking week. And it's like, bro, stop introducing bugs and breaking my shit and reminding me to update every freaking 2 days. And like, I can't believe how many games I have to update on Steam every week now. Like, it used to be like once
Mm.
a month I'd have to update a game. Now it's every day there's a new update or three. It's like, somebody please save the world.
That
The cheerleader is
actually,
dead.
I kind of wonder if that's
That's exactly what's going on with Foundry too. I guarantee it. Don't even think about it. Like, it's
well,
because they're doing updates and making
yeah,
improvements and pushing it out. But it's like every update, and especially if it's a modular like system that has mods or add-ons, it's like you break everything. Like, stop. Like, slow
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Make it a big feature update and stop doing these micro things, especially that's gonna break your modded community the whole thing's based off of.
um, I was really thrown for a loop recently because
The roller
A5E
coaster.
um they have people like on their team that handle their Foundry version,
Yeah.
their Foundry system, and
They got people to update theirs, so they don't have to think about it.
and
No.
they were like, okay, guys, we're gonna do this huge update. It's like a big rework. Really, just lost the thread there, huh?
I'm so tired of doing it, dude.
um, they had this like big update that they actually just put out the other day for
Uh-huh.
A5E, and they were talking about it's like, okay, we're gonna, we're anyone who wants to jump in get access to like the test build as we're going, um, and from their Discord and stuff. They did that, and then it's like, okay, so they're probably gonna put out like the test build like this week, and then maybe give it a week or two to get some feedback, and then once they've got everything situated, then they'll do the actual launch. They put out the test build on like Monday or Tuesday. The actual update went out. Actually, it wasn't even Monday or Tuesday. It actually got delayed. Uh, or no, yeah, it was like this Monday or Tuesday, Sunday or Monday, I think.
Hmm.
They put out the test build. The full update went out Tuesday night.
Uh-huh. Patch Tuesday.
So they I guess were but just like working on it in that time frame of like 2 days, getting feedback from people in the span of like 2 days. Like,
Yeah.
at least give it like a week.
Nah, that's
Like,
why
that's
games get released broken,
nonsense,
dude.
man.
They either have an internal test team and everything comes out a month later than everyone is aware of, so everything feels always like a month behind, or they don't have internal playtesters and the community is their playtester and they have 2 weeks to get shit done because that's what the producers say. I don't know. I'm cynical about it, dude. I'm so tired of tech and their bullshit business practice, which doubles down into game industry, which is actually one of the reasons, another reason why I stopped playing Hunt Showdown is because it's like every month, every 2 weeks, whatever the cycle was, there's like a new update, a new event, new
Mm.
weapons, things are changing. You guys aren't solving your cheater problem. It's like, not that there's much they can do. It's frustrating.
Yeah, I thought I'd just jump in here instead of typing.
Yo, there he is, Big Rig. What's up? Oh my God. Oh, you're here.
Yeah, I just got an ass over here. Heard the tail end of. I was checking out the stream and heard the tail end of the game development cycles. And yeah, early access for 2 years. Let's go.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, they don't remember.
By beta test, you can charge them for a half-built game and then just get free beta testing as they play.
Exactly, dude. It's like we know it too. Like, people know it and they still get away with it. It's so
Yeah, and just
dumb.
well, as we all know, the game development pipeline is a fucking mess.
Oh yeah,
I would know. I just did
software.
10 hours today.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of pipelines are a mess. Even in sales, pipelines are always a mess because pipelines are built on imaginary expectations. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no wonder it's a mess. They're based in fantasy land, which
And there's always enough time to fix something, but never enough time to figure out what you need to do properly and get it done right the first time.
yeah, Riggs got some skeletons in the closet on this topic.
Just a little bit,
Just a little bit.
but
Yeah,
it's part and parcel of the territory.
it sure is, isn't it? So, since you guys are here,
Hmm.
yeah, as you can see, I've been working on this today,
Yep.
and I, made an executive decision because no one else is here doing it. But I figured, right? We had the start, we had the curve, we had the rise, and then
Mhm.
we have a top level that hope maybe I made it a little too complicated, but
Oh
it
no, it's
was
fine.
it's supposed to be, you got a ramp on the top, and then I think on the bottom we'll add some like we'll make it really frustrating to be on the bottom half. So you ideally want to stay up there, right? Is the goal. But now that there's at least a track, I figured let's do a little test run before I end my night.
I could do that, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are down.
So,
Here
boats
they are.
Yeah, you got
Okay, there we go.
choices. I don't know who made all the boats, but yeah, we got like one of every rainbow color, every wooden rainbow color
Hmm. For now.
for now.
There we go.
Oh, Arachnithecus, get out of here.
I think the last time I was on, I think me and Neff and I think it
Who
was
else was on?
Meg.
I want to say it
Probably
was Meg.
Meg.
'Cause Jamie
Um,
was gone.
we did a very short test run of the racetrack.
Very short.
It does look like Jamie was here. The walls are coming up in the inn.
Yeah, I was
We were wondering
thinking it was
about that.
Jamie.
Yeah,
I
Jamie's
noticed.
been doing the walls and I've been doing the framework.
Ah,
So I
okay. You
just
guys
make more
tag
frames
teaming.
and then I come back and they're filled in.
Are you guys just talking about it like in game casually, or?
No, I think this is going on independently.
So it just happens to be you guys coordinated somehow?
I think so, yes.
Okay, okay.
Unless
'Cause
it was established at the beginning of the project.
yeah, we did have a little bit of a powwow, or you guys did at least. But I don't. It's like, man, I know Jamie's been working on it. I know you did the framework, and I guess yeah, you're scratching each other's back as you go.
Mm,
All
I
right,
also
Yeah.
I
need to
think
go and get the roof on the damn thing. I'm not going to make it any taller, I think. I think 2 levels might be
I
good
think
enough.
yeah, I think two's good, and then the tower can be the third. Yeah, no, it looks good. It
Mm,
looks good. And I assume it was Jamie as well, because the sign that I had left for her is gone. So, all right, let's do it. Let's give this a go.
okay.
All right,
So
hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Want this to be a clean fight. Only punching as in the face is allowed. And
hold on.
All right. I'll put my sword away then.
Um,
I
this works, right?
this
think
works.
so.
What do you mean? Oh, does it?
I
Yeah,
think
if you
so.
hit it, it goes
Try
ding,
it.
ding, ding, ding.
Let's go. Oh,
Ah!
I'm clipping on
Too
somebody.
fast.
Yeah, if you fall, you got to bring it to the closest part of the track. I think is the.
Yeah. Oh, there's a creeper on the track. Oh
Oh
no!
shit!
Ah!
Oh shit!
Oh,
My-
Oh shit!
I'm on the bottom half now.
my- oh, I do have a
Oh!
boat.
Oh wait, I
I,
fell.
I
Shit.
thought my boat was fully destroyed.
All right, we're gonna have to make this creeper proof. Oh no! Oh no!
Hop,
Ah, I almost went over the edge.
Get in there!
hop
Get in
one.
there! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Yeah. So right now
Oh.
the bottom is easy way to go. The top is a trap. Oh. All right. Shit. The creeper just breaks all of the ice though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. We're gonna have to put torches all along the side to block it off from creepers and things.
Yep. 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 All right.
Oh,
Overall, though, I don't know. That seemed to work pretty well.
kind of fun.
Yeah. And then we'll have to add some traps in between here and there at some point. We'll put some maybe like add some holes here and there just to mess with people.
Mm,
Maybe put some roadblocks here and there to mess with people. Yeah, it'll be good.
And I would have done so much better there if I didn't think that my boat was obliterated. It just
Yeah, you-
immediately went into my inventory. I was like, what do I do now? I have no boat.
Ah,
I can see how that'd be an issue.
just gonna line these up. I wonder if I should just put a torch on all of them, make it like a very obvious, like follow the torches, like don't deviate. Cool. Well, thanks you guys for testing. I think Rig won. So, man, Rig, you've won every single competition we've had in this
I
game.
played too much Minecraft, I think.
Yeah, Rig killed everyone in the battle royale. He won against the fight and against I think it was Az in the battle pit. You're clearly good at sailing, man.
just it's just seat time, I guess.
Yep. All right,
Oh,
I'm
it
out of
looks like
torches.
Jamie went and put a bunch of doors and beds and all the little rooms I framed out too.
Oh, really? Hell yeah! I
Yeah,
noticed
because
the bottom floor seemed pretty done.
mhm. Yeah, I went and spaced out all the rooms, so everyone can have their own little room in place.
Nice.
Or at least there are rooms if need be.
If need be. Yep. Let's see. Is this safe? Oof. Okay. Where were the rooms? Are they up here? They are up here.
On the second floor, yeah. Yeah, they're all here. I was somehow able to space them up properly. Ish.
Look at that. Is it nighttime? Oh, we sleeping? Let's sleep.
Sure.
Since we're all next to a bed. Planned creeper. It was sabotage. He was in front, right? I think you were.
Yeah, I was doing pretty well until the creeper. I say
Surprise
doing
creeper.
a second lap though. That gap in the path made it pretty interesting.
Which
Mhm.
gap?
The creeper hole.
Yeah. See, so I think we do need to add a few like trap holes and all that, but
Yeah, because
Cool.
I think I followed whoever was doing another lap, and I think they went into the pit, but I managed to just barely kind of scrape around the outside of it.
mm-hmm. Man, viewing it from up here looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I will say those turns were harder than I thought they would be. Looking at it, well,
Just gotta slow down a little bit.
My bad, I couldn't help it. You want to fight, punk? You want to fight, punk? You want to fight, punk?
I thought that was a skeleton
not with
for a
that
second.
sword. Ow. There you go.
There I go.
Oh, I just punched you with it. I didn't even.
Oh!
Why were you so dead?
Because I jumped off several floors. I don't know. Listen, if I'm
At
not
least you
dying,
just slept nearby.
exactly. I wasn't too worried about it. I already got my silk touch. I'm good.
If
Not to
Dragon
mention, it's
doesn't
not- it's-
die, is it really a Minecraft stream?
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. There we go.
You're not
It,
wrong, I
it
guess.
may as well be tradition at this point. I don't know. What was my record? 12 deaths? 13? How many times did
Yeah.
Neff kill me that one time? You were there. What do you mean, damn?
I didn't count them all, unfortunately, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. Where did my emotional support? That's what I needed. All right. Cool. Rig, what were you up to?
Right now, I have no idea yet.
Oh.
Pretty much all I did when I got on is I just traded a bunch of iron, put mending on all my armor. And I haven't figured out what to do next. I was either going to cut down some more crimson wood or go back down to the railway and dig more or something.
I-
Oh, what are you doing down
Relax
there?
my
still?
brain for a little bit, and then I was gonna go work on my side gig shit.
You said side gig?
Yeah.
Like IRL side gig or in-game side gig?
Oh, IRL stuff. 'cause,
Okay.
You know how Nova Swarm does live GD commission stuff.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of work to do still for an upcoming debut.
Fun.
Mhm.
Who's how do you guys split up that work? Is it you and Ellie primarily, or
Depends on the model.
okay,
If they want, depends on the drawing style too. If they want Lyra's style, they go with Lyra. If they want Ellie style, they go with Ellie. And then I
you
get
do the rigging?
the pieced up file, and I take it into the live 2D, make all the art meshes, set up the rig, and then do the base deformations and stuff. And then Ellie
Sure.
comes in later on usually and polishes what I block out.
Very cool. I like that.
Because I don't have the 2D experience that they do, so sometimes my brain's like, well, it's always 3D, so that's how my brain registers it. It's like, how is it
Yeah,
supposed to look in 2D? I don't know. I only know 3D.
yeah. Actually, no, it's admirable that the three of you work so closely together too. Because I was
Mhm.
telling Az earlier, it's like, man, it's really tough getting people together to like work on the like one project. But you guys basically do that de facto. So yeah, the fact that if your 2D's lacking, like who cares? You got Lyra and Ellie to pick up the 2D slack,
Mhm.
right? So
And if they don't want to do I guess, uh, the grunt work of putting together the former hierarchy and doing the chain of everything,
hmm
like basically the rigging of it. It's just
yeah,
like then I'm just like, oh, this is very simple and the same as 3D rigging more or less, so I can just kind of do it and not care
yeah,
about it.
you're at a point where you just do it in your sleep.
I can't just do it in my sleep, but it doesn't take too much brain power. I can kind of just autopilot and get it done.
Okay, okay, fun. You found a nice little nook right there.
There we go.
That's for you. This thing.
Nice. I'll treasure it always.
And if I stand here,
Oh, cool. My favorite. The dark.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
And speaking of digging tunnels and whatnot, there might currently be a slight lack of deep slate, unless there's more deep slate hidden somewhere.
No way, that's impossible, Rig.
Oh,
Is there a lack of deep slate? Is that possible? I didn't know that
have
was
you been
possible on the server.
grabbing deep slate from the deep slate stores underneath the swarm base?
I found one place. I only looked at
As let's go, adventure awaits. Huzzah!
the actual like rail station
Mhm.
where the spawn rail drops you off. Um, because I didn't want to leave my stairway up to the Spire of Ascuron unfinished. So I was just scrounging for any deep slate I could find.
Yeah, I guess you did use a lot for that, didn't you?
I feel like I might have taken all the deep slate that was readily available from any surface sources.
Is your inventory empty?
Mine's mostly empty.
I'm pretty sure I have that what is that? What is that special shared chest called?
The ender chest.
Ender chest? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Hmm.
stashed that when I was doing the underground stuff. I might have like a chest full of it. You could have that
Well,
when
either
I
way, I'll head back to the swarm HQ quickly and show you where the because if you go down the stairs of the train station,
Hmm.
uh, back and around behind the dog cart station, there should be like a little side closet with a wall of chests.
Okay,
is
yeah.
that that's the one behind the shops you said.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's where I've been grabbing it. Is it the same one? It sounds like you already know about it though.
If it's like 4 chests,
No, you don't know about it. You've
then yeah. Cause
done
when
other.
you said wall of chests, I was like, that doesn't sound like what I saw.
You don't even know the treasures that lie beneath these lands.
Uh, there's just like 4 chests and it's labeled like loot and stuff and something. I
Yeah,
don't remember. It's just like very.
that's just the cart drop off. It's not where I keep the deep slate. Deep slate.
You actually got quite a boost out of that, actually.
Yeah, I really did.
So this way.
Yeah, these are the chests that
No, you don't even know. You
I
don't even
saw.
know. Go forth and be in wonderment. No, what's yeah. Yeah, go be amazed. Go be amazed. Go be amazed. Should I tell him about the explosion?
Explosion.
No. Find some.
Sure is a lot of.
I did use quite a bit. Okay, there is some in
There's
here.
also a lot of
Yeah.
tough, and I don't even know what tough is all about.
It's a decoration block. It has no use yet.
Crazy.
You know what? A lot of the deep slate's actually already been used up, but there is a full chest right here too.
Yeah, I
hold up.
may have used a lot of the deep slate that was there, lining the walls of the train station.
Ah.
I
Wait,
was
did you
gonna.
line the walls?
Yeah, it's all deep slate brick now.
Oh, it's I get it. Okay, okay.
Because I know I wanted to have some spots where I'm gonna have like some stairways and walkways on the path to the Grove. I figured deep slate seems like the HiVECORE way to go. So
It's the most
But also-
important resource, really.
Ooh, those are
Yeah.
cool. What is that? You got some like quartz up there.
oh, it's a geode probably.
Geode?
Looks like
Yeah, it's geode. I need to make a ladder or a stairway up to it, so it can be harvested.
Deep slate also has this tile variant, which is neat.
Yeah, that happens when you dig it out and put it back in, because the cobbled deep slate looks different than regular deep slate.
Yeah.
And every time I come down here, I just think, Rig is a dwarf. This is the Mines of Moria. Don't go down that way. There's a Balrog.
This is wild.
Press the button.
Push the button!
Thanks.
Bye, Rig. Where does it go? What secrets lie here? Rig is the opposite direction. Is that safe? Is it the...
The opposite direction of this? Yeah, that's the most established line that goes down to the desert and mesa biome where Jammy's submarine build is, and
Submarine
laser
what?
building
I was
too.
wondering where that was. I
Yeah, it's the
caught part of the
sub-sandwich.
stream, but
The sub-sandwich! Yes! Dang! Oh my god. I haven't bumped into Jamie playing Minecraft in forever.
There's some more deep slate down this way. Because the north line is the one I've been working on mostly this last little bit.
Guys, you can just stash some in here if it's empty for you.
that's not a bad idea.
And actually, yeah, I do have like the majority of mine filled with more if you happen to need it still.
This game, why can't I just drop everything of a single type in one click? Like
Oh, you know what, that
satisfactory.
pisses me off. So when I have
grab a stack of an item and then shift and double left click over top of it, it will drop every single one of that item into the chest.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah, grab a stack, hold and left click over top of the same type of stack, and it will just drop it all in there.
I sure will. I don't actually need that one.
You just gotta double click it, otherwise it won't quite work.
Okay. Yeah, because that there's a feature to do that in Satisfactory that I'm really used to.
Why do I have to be holding? I can be holding anything. I can be holding anything. Okay, interesting. All right, good to know.
I'm just consolidating them all from left to right now. It seems the furthest chests are... They have deep slate in them, but it's all over the place in them. More of the deep slate building materials.
Oh, my bad. Let me get that out of your back. Oh, that's... Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Careful.
Oh, shit. I'm forgetting that reload and fire are the same button.
Yeah.
Are arrows
dangerous
infinitely
sometimes.
reusable?
There.
Ow. Hit me
I
with
got
a
grandma's stick. You better watch out. This is grandma's whipping stick.
I think if like skeletons shoot arrows, you can't pick them up, but any that you or maybe even any player seems like you can pick them up. That
Right,
was
as you
usually.
gotta make the beeping noises, okay? Oh
What?
no, I was gonna do it. Oh. All right, I'm going back to surface. It's pushing 3 hours. I'm
Right.
getting ready to call it.
Yeah, I
That's
think
fair.
probably gonna be heading off here in a little bit to get some cold pizza.
Yum.
Cold pizza. Oh, that's right. You, I heard the ding, and you haven't gotten it.
My sister was the one who was making it.
Oh,
So-
okay. I was gonna be like,
Aw,
hey,
I forgot my ender chest. Damn it.
you eat dinner like I do
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Can't be mining without my ender chest.
The other day I had gotten some noodles ready to go, and I was doing some very last minute D&D prep, and didn't get to them for like too long. They were just super
no.
soggy. There was like
Mm,
absorbed all the water. It's like, well, I mean, it'll
Oh,
still taste good, but
yeah, but the texture is going to be lacking.
yeah,
Just
for
Yeah.
sure.
fogged right the hell out.
God, what is the texture of soggy noodles? What is that comparable to?
Wet packing peanuts, I think.
No, wet packing peanuts dissolve.
Yeah,
That is
so
just
do-
nothing. It's
So
just-
do the sog noodles when you bite into them.
I'm thinking more like God, it's like has this gooey texture to it.
Hmm.
Maybe it's just the type of noodles I. Why you was behind me? Oh, I didn't mean to hit you with that one. I
You
was
just
holding it.
stopped there, so I was like, I'm just gonna wait here and see what happens.
Oh, this guy.
Just waiting to strike.
Yeah.
Burrito, one day you'll go home.
One day you'll have a father again. Spaceman's been in space for too long. All right, I got it. I got it. Oh, actually, how far does that go if I'm standing here?
Just every time you see
I-
a burrito, just Siri play Cats in the Cradle.
Oh, it actually lands exactly where I shoot if you shoot straight up.
I think there is some variance to it.
No, there isn't.
There
You're just
is-
simply not aiming up enough.
Clearly.
Clearly.
This guy fancy with his chicken.
Yeah, you want some?
I've just got potatoes. Oh, I didn't say no.
Yeah, it's that Costco rotisserie, man. It's got
Actually, not too
3,000%
bad.
sodium. It is actually not that bad, but the sodium it's so salty, man.
It's so good.
Yeah, I suppose you're not wrong. But I could taste the heart failure or the liver failure or whatever.
Man,
Oh,
next time I stream, I might need to come through here and dig up all the gravel and stone and replace it with dirt.
why? Just to make it all grass?
Yeah, I don't know, I don't like seeing the exposed stone on the surface.
Hmm.
Like in the hills and stuff, like sure, okay, but like out in front of the tavern?
The tavern, right?
I
I
mean,
guess
this
you're gonna have to fire a landscaper then.
This is just a small perception of mine, but or not perception of words are so difficult for me right now. I don't know. Why. A small observation, but looking at the door to the tavern, it reminds me of the Goombas from the old Mario movie. They had like a huge body but a tiny head. I think these are like the biggest doors we could probably make, though, right? Just 2x2 or 2x1s.
Yeah.
What happens?
Yeah, all the doors are.
But what happens if you make a door that's 3x2?
I mean, honestly, what you should be able to do is get just a door block that just
Or a
is a
hinge.
1x1 or something like that, yeah, where you can just kind of like